Hey, what is going on, everyone? I hope you are having a great evening. Today, I wanted to create this video to share with you three stocks that can add so much value to your investment portfolio. I'll share with you my reasons why I personally think these stocks are going to take off in the year 2021 and why these companies are positioned for long-term success. Now, first off, I'm not a financial analyst. Please make sure to consider my information as guidance. Let's get started. But before I begin, I would highly appreciate, let's say, if you are a supporter of alliseeisW, here I have an insulator bottle that can be used for hot liquids. Let's say if it's hot coffee or just water. I mean, in fact, you can keep your water cold for many hours. This is double insulated stainless steel here, and it really supports the All I See Is W branding. So I would really appreciate if you support. I have this listed on Amazon here, so I would appreciate for the support that you all provide to help grow not only YouTube but also my business through Amazon. All right, let's get started. Now, the first ticker I wanted to share with you is SKYE Bioscience, right? I mean, what's so unique about SKYE, ticker SKYE? This company is working on a prodrug called THC VHS. In fact, their prodrug is patented. It's a modified drug molecule using the derived THC molecule. And what they've done is that they've added valine hemisuccinate so that these enzymes could break down once it goes into the eye of a patient dealing with glaucoma with high intraocular pressure. Now, by adding the THC VHS, it reduces intraocular pressure significantly. And what's showing is that its preclinical trials data combined with Tattersall Repressa achieves an average maximum intraocular pressure reduction of 32.4% and maintains an average IOP reduction of 26.5% at a 9-hour duration. That's huge news, and in fact, SKYE had also done preclinical trials studies to go against latanoprost data studies to see how it's performing. In fact, it's showing that it's doing much better than latanoprost, and that's huge news. And that's very exciting because we know that SKYE is limitless, and its prodrug THC VHS is demonstrating significant reduction in intraocular pressure. Now, we know that the company will be announcing further preclinical trials data on its potential for providing neuroprotection. To date, there's no drug product out in the market that has an intended use claim for neuroprotection. Once this company is able to demonstrate that its prodrug provides neuroprotective effects, they're basically entering a billion-dollar market because we know that glaucoma on a global scale, this will just continue to grow from patient after patient dealing with blindness, and that's why SKYE Bioscience is going to be positioned for success. And looking at its financials, it has high liquidity. I mean, a turnover ratio of greater than 1, so that just tells you that it has the funds to position itself to get through the clinical trials phase. And I'm very happy just with Puneet Dhillon's leadership. He's able to control the finance, and with his experience working at Oncosec as well as previously working at Inovio Pharmaceuticals in operations and finance, I have high conviction that he will be able to scale this company in the right direction once the company makes headway into human clinical trials in the weeks to come, right? We know that in Q3 the company will be announcing human clinical trials initiation. And we know that pre-IND meetings will begin with the Food and Drug Administration Q4, Q1 2022. So that's very huge from my perspective. And from a share price standpoint, we know that June 2nd, it ran all the way up to like a quarter per share. And it's actually now at the base of like 18 cents at the support level. Now, can it ramp up to 50 cents? It's very possible, given the context that SKYE Bioscience is leveraging natural medicine and bridging the gap between science and natural medicines intended to be used for ocular disease. In fact, it has CBD VHS, where we will hear further information on its indications for use in Q4 of this year. So that's very exciting to see where the company is headed. Will it be tapping further into the ocular disease space? Will it be cancer research? Will it be breast cancer? We don't know, but it's looking very exciting, and I would highly recommend looking into SKYE Bioscience, because I firmly believe that potentially in this year to come, it can reach beyond the $1 share price range. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is a medical device company that's actually based out in Roseville, California, and that is Interscope Hearing Technologies. What do I like about this company so much, right? Well, we know that the tide has been turning, right? In fact, INND yesterday ran up by like 23%. Today it's great to see that it was hovering in the green zone. And what goes up will go down, right? From what we see here. I mean, back in February it ran all the way up close to like 7 cents. It dropped down to 2 cents, as you can see here, right? It's just been on a downward trend since that big peak since February. And it ramped back up on a small scale early April, and then it started ramping back down, as you can see. And with INND, I have high belief that this company will start ramping up in terms of its share price coming very soon from my perspective. I mean, just looking at the technicals here, we see that it's beginning to climb back up, so that's looking very solid, at least for INND's potential growth. So let's not lose sight of what INND can do. And we know that hearing problems, that's just going to continue to grow on a global scale. I mean, billions of people are impacted with hearing problems. And the fact that INND's product line, I mean, it's half the cost of Ear, their competitor. And the fact that they have their products on Amazon, on Walmart, they have BJ's as a distributor. They are working on their marketing, and they also are partnering up with different applications to support the performance of hearing better. That's all going to add value in the long term. And with Matthew Moore focused on just trying to get the financials in place, right, working with SEC. In fact, they're paying their dues. They're paying their fees to the Food and Drug Administration as an establishment entity for a medical device, as well as paying for the fees specific to SEC with finances. And we know that it's just a matter of time for the SEC to review the documents and to really just upgrade it and make it OTC compliant. So I have belief that there will just be more investors, whether they're existing investors or new investors, that will start tapping into this company once we hear positive news on the OTC Pink compliance. And it's not if, but it's just a matter of when that will happen. And right now it's just placing the ball back to the SEC to make it happen and to announce that data. So it's just a matter of time where I firmly believe that INND will start ramping up, reaching beyond the 10 cents range. And I'm holding on to my diamond hands until it reaches the whole dollar range from my perspective. So let's not lose sight of what INND can do for you. Next interesting stock that I wanted to share with you is IBIO. I've been talking about this company since the prior run, back when it had hovered all the way up to like $7. In fact, I've never sold at that time when it ran all the way up. I mean, that would have been huge positive proceeds, going up by a factor of 7 from your initial investment. However, I'm playing this on a long-term scale, and it's great to see that the share price is establishing a support at the 150 range. And today it's nice to see that it's bull run up to like 6%. And we know that in the weeks to come, Tom Isett will be announcing news on its product portfolio in terms of what they are going to be providing to the consumer market. And the fact that this company has branched out to San Diego, that's very huge. In fact, they're looking for a laboratory manager, they're looking for scientists with PCR ELISA experience in biochemistry. That tells you that IBIO is positioned for success. And from a long-term scale, I firmly believe that IBIO will reach the double-digit share price range. It's not a matter of if, but a matter of when. And the fact that Tom Isett came from large-scale companies, for example, he's worked at GE Healthcare and he's brought members with solid experience from large-scale companies to be part of the board of directors, and also bringing in scientific advisory members with so much experience to really make the finance and clinical program to be so robust. And the fact that this company had won the settlement from Fraunhofer back in 2016, where the news has just been announced weeks ago, I mean, that's just huge, because positive return on cash flow in the millions will be coming for iBio, because we know that fast farm technology is patented and it's unique in the sense that it adds value. That's why money cash flow is coming into iBio, because of their technology. And one thing not to lose sight of is iBio 202 clinical program that will be launching in the future. So I won't speak any further, and I'm excited to see iBio in terms of where it's headed. And from a long-term perspective, we know that Tom Isett will lead this company in the right directions, making stakeholders, especially shareholders, very happy with their investment, because appreciation will come. So overall, these are the 3 stocks I wanted to share with you, and I hope that this video added value. If you're new to this channel, I'd really appreciate if you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. All I see is W. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, all. Goodbye.